Hey, it's Mark from Top Local Lead Generation. We're here with Vancouver's own John Bula. He's an exercise physiologist and an expert personal trainer at Groundwork Athletics. And we're going to be talking about functional movement screens today. How you doing today, John?
Really good. I'm enjoying the Vancouver sunshine, so I can't complain.
Well, my garden is starting to the crocuses are up, the daffodils are coming up. It's insane. It's still the middle of February.
Yeah, who knew, hey? Who knew?
So, what is a functional movement screen?
Well, essentially, it's a tool that was developed to assess movement patterns. And essentially, you look at these movement patterns and identify risk factors that people may have. So when they begin an exercise and training program, the idea is to do this assessment first in order to um, not get injuries down the line. So it's essentially you're identifying people's limitations or possible asymmetries, so meaning differences between left and right, before you go and start weight training and doing things like that.
So why would I use a trainer certified in FMS?
Well, basically, you want to think about exercise and training like this. I mean, if you have a movement pattern, let's say a squat, and you're doing your squat incorrectly, and there's something going on in your hips that's not allowing you to squat correctly, and you jump into an exercise program and you just start loading up that squat pattern, you start getting stronger. What you're doing is reinforcing bad habits and making those bad habits stronger. And you might have not been injured before, but now that you're strengthening a pattern that is incorrect, your chance of injury actually increases. So the aim of using a functional movement screen is to identify some basic issues that you may or may not have beforehand, look at correcting those before you start adding strength and power and fitness to these different movement patterns.
So how does Groundwork Athletics use that functional movement screen then?
Well, when you have a personal trainer, and now I don't want to slag all the personal trainers out there, but there are some that are more qualified and educated than others, and I truly believe that with our trainers, we use the functional movement screen and variations of it to make sure we're identifying any problems that we have with our clients before we are loading them and strengthening them. And at the end of the day, if you're an elite athlete or just somebody who's working and coming in for their twice a week personal training, you don't want to be putting yourself at increased risk for injury. The point of exercising and training with a personal trainer is to get healthier. And so when you add a tool like the functional movement screen and you have trainers who really understand human movement, you're only going to be better and healthier and stronger and more functional down the road. So it's something that we believe is really important. Your trainer should definitely be looking at how you move and looking at asymmetries from right to left and really understanding what it means to start making you stronger, and making sure they're doing that correctly. And the functional movement screen is just a tool that can be used to help that.
So will I still get a good workout if all I'm worried about is corrective or all I'm doing is corrective exercises?
Well, that's where the real talent of your trainer comes to play. I mean, we don't want to come in and do physiotherapy style training because that's not what we are. We're here to make you fitter and stronger and to exercise. But if you know what you're doing, it's quite easy to make movement pattern corrective training difficult and challenging, and you don't have to spend your whole time lying on your back on a mat doing simple light band exercises. If your trainer knows what they're doing, they know how to incorporate these into a challenging and safe and the type of exercise program that's going to get you towards where your goals are. And so that's what our trainers are able to do. They are able to look at your movement, they're able to help you fix it, but at the same time, losing the weight you want to lose, or gaining the strength you need to gain, or training for that specific event that you're training for.
So, and this is a wild card, I'm just throwing this in, but what if you run into something where somebody should actually be going to the physiotherapist?
Well,
Are you going to
that is
recommend that they
that's
do
a
that?
great point, because a functional movement screen can provide those types of indications, and in those situations we refer to to our vast professional network that we have. I mean, I've been in the industry for a long time. I know some fantastic physios, and I have no problem sending somebody, if that's what they need, to get fixed, in order that when they're training with us, the outcome is what they want it to be. See, at the end of the day, we don't want to train you for a few months and have you get injured. That doesn't do anything for anybody. So, yeah, there's been a few circumstances, but we're happy to work with physiotherapists or chiropractors or whomever in order to do what's best for our clients.
So that's John Bula at groundworkathletics.ca. They're in Vancouver, downtown. So if you want a great workout, these are the guys to see. You can give them an email as well, John at groundworkathletics.ca. Thanks, John.
Thanks a lot, Mark.